Hi, Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is your weekly energy check-in for all things Cancer. My Venus is in Cancer, and I honestly don't think I could have planned it better myself. And some of y'all believe I did. If you're gonna pick a place for your Venus, you definitely might want to pick Cancer. So, everything you need to know about me is below in the description of this video, including how to get a personal reading. Just snag my email from below, or you can go to psychicsource.com. I am Aurora on that website, and my extension is 6150. If you do by email, we do a Zoom just like this, and I can record it if you want to, and you can keep it forever. If you would like some more privacy, you can go on Psychic Source and you can do it by phone call or chat. And they also have video. So it's just up to you how you would like to do things. Please assist YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know to send you more Cancer readings. And in turn, it assists with pushing this very important Cancer message out to other Cancers. And I like knowing what's going on. I'm nosy. And I appreciate it. Um, Please assign genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me. And it's all about the evolvement of energy throughout the Fool's Journey. And the Fool's Journey is what tarot is about. If you want to know more about the Fool's Journey, you can Google it. There's short versions and long versions of the Fool's Journey on YouTube, or you can reach out to me for coaching. If you do not like shuffling, fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that's okay. All right. So let's get into it. Just FYI, in the pre-shuffle, the bottom of the deck was the Lovers. So let's just see if this is a continuation for you. Because when I looked at it, I went, yay! Okay, so let's see what's going on, Cancer. Oh, and this is just a regular old tarot deck for those of you that like to know stuff like that. Please, Spirit, please show me the overall and most significant thing. So let's see this week. Please, Spirit, please share with me. What are the overall? Cancer, I'm listening this week. Spirit, share with me. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, all the pages are children, okay? And he's usually associated, he, she, they, is usually associated with spying and gossip. So kind of like negative messages, because all the pages are children and all the pages are messengers for sure. So he's like a social media spy, he's a gossip, he gets the tea, then the message comes to you, or maybe not. He's all about gathering information from afar, right? Like gathering intel, like from a distance without being detective because he's not ready to kind of invest in you knowing that he's interested, not interested, what he, any of that stuff. So let's see. Let's see what it means for you. Okay, so happy Halloween, by the way. Today is Halloween. For those of you that celebrate and believe and partake and want to have fun today, and just know your overall is like the three cups, so you're out, probably out. Okay, so um, your energy is the Three of Pentacles, Cancer. So that is working with others, working on a team, building something together. I get this a lot when I'm working with my attorneys or things like that. It's great for group work, building, getting together, building something, creating something in a group. Okay. In your difficulties, we have the Ace of Cups. So it's all about love, new love, the beginning of love. Can also be about the birth of a girl. When it's in your difficulties, and this is a lesser known, this is a lesser thing, is like you got a girl when you really wanted a boy. But usually it's unrequited love, unreturned love, or love that you just couldn't get popping, like it just wouldn't get off the ground. Okay. So this could very much be, you know, mm, because of people you worked with, some love couldn't, was not possible, or a group or friend group wouldn't let love be possible. Um, a labor of love just didn't work out, that kind of a thing. But I think it has more to do with actual love. So let's keep going. Um, so in the recent past, we have the Page of Cups, and like I said, all the pages are children and all the pages are messengers. Okay, so this one's an air sign, so it doesn't have to be, but Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This one is in fact a Pisces. It's not just a cup suit. This one is associated with Pisces. So, but the cup suit are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They all really do represent a specific sign. This one I know to be Pisces. I don't exactly know what this one is, so we'll just call it an air sign. If you're more comfortable just calling this a water sign, it's fine with me. So they're all children. So this one's associated with emotional immaturity. Okay. All he can really do, he, she, they can do is feel. They must feel something, and that's it. Like they're not going to be able to articulate it, convey it. It's going to come off like a crush, an infatuation. In the shadow side, like an emotional outburst, like a child. Okay. Um, what do you want to call it? It can represent an apology. He can represent an apology. Um, I'm just going blank, but new love. So like if it's a gift or something like that, it'll be the teeniest little gift, like a like on Facebook or a heart on Facebook or that kind of like, like this is the extent of what I'm capable of right now. Okay. Also in the recent past, we have the Knight of Cups. Thank goodness. He's evolved, so he's not a child. He's definitely in the man zone, or she like a grown up zone. And he is usually romantic, is about dates, going on dates, romantic messages. He's the knight on the white horse. Um, for me personally, it usually just means like a positive message or a message. So it's, you just take what resonates. Okay. So in the past, we have a little crush that is also a water sign, maybe, doesn't have to be. And there was some sort of message or exchange about uh, in a tiny, cute way that may or have may not have led to a date or something like that. Just a romantic message for sure. In your goals, you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card. And so he shows that he's I associate the song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. So you probably are ready or trying or want to try to let your guard down and give love a shot one more time. Like it's a goal. It's in the goal, it's a desire. In your New Year future, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about options, it's about choices. Um, it can be overwhelming and being overwhelmed and not knowing what to do. There's some options are great, like jewelry, and then some options are gross, like a snake or a lizard or something like that. So everybody on planet Earth has choices and they are making choices as well. So there's a very F around and find out energy with this card. So it's like, you have to decide, you must decide, you must make a choice. Otherwise, the universe and the people around you are going to end up picking for you and you're just going to be left with whatever. So let's go, let's go, let's go, right? Uh, you see yourself in a stalemate energy. This is the Two of Swords, so it's blocked energy. It's not making a decision. It's sometimes fear of a decision because you don't want another sword to drop or something bad to happen. It can also be um, going up against a worthy adversary that's just tough to beat. But more often than not, it's just like a stalemate, not making a decision right now. There's something you are not making a decision about. No decision today. Which is the opposite. Okay. We're kind of in non-decision mode, okay? And we need to make one. So the Six of Cups is how friends, family, and coworkers see you. So maybe somebody's returned to the past, from the past. You're making some amends or apologies or visiting people. It's Halloween today. It's a holiday. You could be reaching out, checking on people, and people just kind of see you doing that, maybe making some apologies. Um, this is also, it can be a soul connection card or past life connection card. Your guidance is Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about pauses, it's about resting, taking a little time out and a break. With it right beside the Seven of Cups in your reading, I would say, you need it would be wise to take a rest and a break and contemplate and really think about what this big decision is or the option, the road, the path you need to take. And make the choice and get unblocked here. Okay, so just relax, take a recess, think, rest. Outcome is the Three of Cups. So, Three of Cups is about celebrations, family, get together, going out on dates, socializing. Unfortunately, you will not see, you have to know in the streets. You won't see this definition in any tarot definition, is that it's a third party card. So it's usually outcome kind of going like if you're asking about a romantic partner, it's like a not the only person, not the only person. Okay. And especially being we also have the three of pentacles. This is also some tarot readers I've seen their third party card that they're working with somebody else, they're dealing with somebody else. Okay. This one can mean they're dating somebody else or multiple other people. So if you're coming here, Cancer, and you got some third parties going on, it's time to make a decision, probably. Or, you need to kind of probably take a time out and make that decision because you're not the only person with options, right? And so if there is, in fact, somebody you actually you're crushing on and it just didn't get off the ground last time and it was kind of unrequited or some weird stuff happened, you're not the only one with options out there, okay, BB. Um, so your guy, you kind of just take a time out and think about what you want. All right. So with these two being beside each other, it could be like you just want to let your guard down and go out and socialize again and date again and see people again. Uh, let your guard down around family, friends, coworkers again. Give it another shot. Give it another try. Um, the other thing, uh, it could be, I just spaced out. Just letting your guard down and dating again or seeing, giving love a try, going out on a date, getting drinks, celebrating, things like that. So let's get the truth deck. Let's see what's going on in here. If that leads me to like a soul connect, if I get some soul connection kind of stuff or coming together stuff, we'll dip into that. If it turns more like a family thing or a work thing, then we'll explore that and we'll get numerology. If it's a connection, then we will see what's going on with that person. Okay. Um, so this is the truth deck. You have to go to a specific site to get this one. Okay. It comes in lots of colors. I got it in pink. You can also get the soulmate deck there. What is some advice? Spirit, please share with me. Some advice for Cancer. Oh, I forgot to say this is also like an options card means there's other people too. So the Three of Cups in this means options. So if you're seeing other people, they're seeing other people. Hopefully that wasn't what, made it not take off last time, but it very much looks like it could be. What is some guidance for Cancer? Ask more questions. That's what he would do. Very inquisitive little guy. All right. I don't know if you can hear that, but I live by a fire station, and any type of siren is associated with Archangel St. Michael. So just take that as like you're protected, and he has made an appearance in your reading. Okay, more to be revealed. So ask more questions, more to be revealed. Imbalanced, which this card is all about balance, 100%. It's like balance, balance. Immature emotions, very Page of Cups, right? We already had this discussion. Energy block, literally what this is. Literally. Okay, that's going under more to be revealed. So we probably need to clear out any energy blocks to get balanced and to get the more to be revealed. On the horizon, going on under imbalanced. And then financial improvements is going under immature emotions. So there's a lot going on here, which is probably why we got to get inquisitive and ask more questions. Because for one thing, we have a pretty big energy block, which is stopping decisions from being made and keeping everything imbalanced and immature emotions and like staying back and not taking action because we're block, blickety block energetically. Okay. So I would do sage your house, Palo Santo your house, tidy things up. You can do the space clearing transmission by Steve Noble on his YouTube channel. You can reach out to me for that link. And just clear up the energy around you. You would be surprised how often just me going for a walk with my dog or by myself to look at like the ravine, the water, the golf course, or whatever. And all of a sudden, I start having these epiphanies about people, places, and things, and what I need to release, and who people really are in my life, and what they really said, and what that really meant, and and just the clarity and the epiphanies come in, right? And so, in your case, removing this will release the immature emotions and the energy block that's causing you to be imbalanced. And then more will, more information will come into you, which oddly enough is also going to include financial improvements. Okay. That's cool. And it's coming in like it's right here. It's on the horizon. So let's go with this. Really has a lot of romance to it, so I'm gonna go with the person. And if you have to decide between a person and you've got these third parties and you've got these options and you've been dating and there's a specific person it didn't work out with that in the past that you wished it did, let's focus on that person. So whoever the person is for you, let's focus in on that person, and we're going to figure out what their overall and most significant feelings are towards you at this time. Okay. Oh, and this is the loving messages. You can get it on Etsy. Right. What are person's overall and most significant feelings? Person's overall and most significant person's overall. what this time. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. I knew in the pre-shuffle. I am so glad I showed you it was the lovers. All right. All right, let's go. Addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control, emotional block. Well, the emotional block definitely showed up. The rest of it didn't. I'd associate this strongly with the Devil Tarot card, and that did not come out. However, if we're in multiple connections with third parties and we're having options, that can, for some people, be a codependency and a place for validation. And sex is it can be addictive in a place where you get validation and it can become a codependent behavior. The runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Yeah. So the Page of Cups would 100% hit the bricks running if they got overwhelmed. If they got emotionally overwhelmed, they would run, Forrest, run. Okay. And this one would run and just spot, run, hide. He would, at the first set of love, he would get overwhelmed or whatever, could get emotionally overwhelmed, run, hide under the bed. And then this guy would just like spy from under the bed. Get on the phone and like spy and stuff. All right, key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stands, string along. Yeah. So if you did this to them, Cancer, they are in full awareness. They are in full ding dong awareness that you had options and you strung them along and you had them, you were breadcrumbing, okay? And which is probably why they ran, right? So, if it's your energy, which we're really doing their side of it, but these energies can flip. So if you were stringing it along and you know it, they know it, and you know that they know that okay, that's that kind of a thing. So everybody knows in this situation what the hootie hoo was, okay? Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception, right? And so, friends, family, coworkers, they're kind of seeing it's the same. This is like actually both of these together, right? You're reminiscing, you're spying, you're looking back, looking things over, and learning your lessons from the past. Okay, good for you. Or at least they are. Take what resonates. Like maybe they are. They're learning too. But if it flips around, it flips around. Picture, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. These are literally the same card, right? So they're doing what you're doing. Okay. People see you reminiscing, which is why my brain jumped. They're doing the same thing. So there's mirroring going on here for sure. All right. Here, they're doing what you're doing. Karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So they could be in a karmic relationship right now, or because of how everything went with options and choices and third parties and it not getting off the ground, they might have viewed this as a lesson and not like a soul connection. Okay, and obviously it's going right over. These are going right over each other. Okay, so the stringing along, it made them feel like this was a lesson, a karmic lesson. Okay. We have the runner and picture. So they might have ran also over something they saw on the internet. And this is kind of reminiscent of the key. This is the same, like something they saw maybe, or they're remembering something, or some type of codependent behavior. They're kind of looking back on it and been like, oof, this was a lesson, or I was really wrapped up in a negative way. But the whole overall, it's Cupid's arrow. And when I was in the pre shuffle, it was coming out soul connection. So while they feel all this, and it just looks like they're really, really mixed up. They're looking back on it and they're trying to figure out if it was a lesson or if it was, in fact, love. And you're probably the only one that can assist them with that, Cancer. Okay. You're going to have to be the one to assist them with that to get these answers, right? Okay, so let's see what they would say to you. So this is the his situation stack. And it looks like this. This is the throne one. You can get it on Etsy. What person time to spirit? What does Cancer's Cancer? I won't listen to you because you might change my mind. I know people like this. Okay. So if they are willy-nilly stuck up in like some vices or actual addictions or needing attention, and you have expressed your opinion on the matter, they might be being a little obstinate because deep in the back of their mind, they know you are correct. They know. They know you're correct. They know what you said was correct. Whatever you know, whatever you said, whatever was conveyed, you were right. They know you were right, but they don't want to talk about it with you. Because right now they're comfortable being in their addiction or their third parties or their karmic relationship, whatever, right? And if they have that conversation with you, you might affect how they think and they don't want to change right now. Did you give up on us? Well, who wants to keep butting their head against a wall? They're looking at stuff and on the internet and because it's going underneath addiction camera, then did you give up on us? I don't want to lose myself in this relationship. Yeah, this is more of this, probably, right? They want to maintain, their ego wants to maintain control of this situation. And if they talk to you, they're afraid you are going to shift their perception and they're going to have to change, or their reality's going to have to change, or they're going to have to release how they think or what they're hanging on to. I am lost without you. Yeah, they really are all over the place. So, if they ever just kind of let you, if they ever just choose to quit running from you, okay, and come in, they really do, like, even though they are terrified, which is a lot. Like, if you are with an avoidant and you've gone round and round with somebody that has an avoidant attachment style, or they actually have full on avoidant personality disorder, this is life. Okay. I'm running from you. I don't want to be with you. You're going to catch me. You're going to tie me down. You're going to take away, um, uh, you know, every right I have, right down to breathing. That's what they're afraid, but they're also simultaneously terrified. Don't abandon me. Please don't leave me. Don't abandon me. So you are going through all this chaos with them constantly, and it'll be a constant thing because they are afraid of being abandoned, and they're also afraid of losing their autonomy and sovereignty right down to the very breath they breathe. Okay. And it's not an excuse, but it comes from being abandoned as a kid, either literally, or even if they were in a home, they were left, like after big traumatic fights at home or things blowing up at home or whatever, to deal with these emotions all by themselves. Like, their parents did not come in and nurture them and like explain it to them on their level of what is happening. They either got blamed for it or left with it, or the chaos happened and everybody just kind of disappeared, and then they had to make sense of it. Okay. And that's where this comes from, the fear of abandonment that's like insane. Um, and then the being afraid of being controlled and losing their sovereignty and, their ability to make choices on their own. And so it turns them into somebody, just like what I was explaining, that the very definition is like they like you, they want to be with you, it's a desire, it's a goal, they want this in their life, um, but they get overwhelmed and then they go hide under the bed until they forget that being in a connection that requires um, true intimacy and like communication and things like that, until they can forget that that scared them, and then they give it a try again, and then you just in this cycle. Okay. So I don't want to lose myself. Did you give up on us? Did you leave me? I'm lost without you. Where are you? It's, I get it. And unfortunately, I am one of these people. I know a bit about it, and I've gotten involved with people like this. And usually, actually, this personality type and attachment type ends up with somebody with narcissistic personality disorder. So it's comfortable to them on one hand because the narc doesn't give a crap about them, right? So there's no emotional intimacy that overwhelms them. They don't get overwhelmed in the relationship because there's not somebody emotionally overwhelming them, right? With probably normal emotional things like, I love you, I care about you. Um, on the other hand of being the narc is they will take away all your sovereignty, all your power, all your choices, right down to the very breath you breathe. So in one, this personality type or this attachment style literally ends up being with the person that makes them most comfortable emotionally, but also ends up emotionally destroying them and making all their fears come true. Okay. Whew. I made a promise to someone to leave you alone, but I don't know if I can do it. And this goes over the addiction, temptation, whatever, or it's on that row. And they're like, I made a promise to somebody. Did you give up on us though? Like, I'm not supposed to talk to you, but did you? I need to know, did you give up on us? Or is it really over? I can't picture you with anyone else but me. I hope it's not too late. It's going over. I don't want to lose myself in this relationship. So if they were afraid before, now it's like if you're making a move and you've turned from them and you're going in another direction, they are freaking out now. They are freaking out. They went from, you're not going to control me. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to lose myself in this, to, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you're supposed to be with me, not with anybody else. You're supposed to be waiting on me. Careful. You don't know how many times I've wanted to reach out to you is going over. I'm lost without you. Guess what? This is a lot. Like, your tarot is like you're having trouble deciding, making a choice, and what your options are. If it's this kind of a person, I get it now. Like, I get, like, okay, are they going to stick around? Or are they not going to stick around? Because when you're with an avoidant person that actually has the personality disorder, or they just have that kind of attachment style, you're going round and round in circles constantly. And each time you're thinking, okay, is this real? Is this the time they're going to settle down? Is this the time they're going to settle down and not disappear? Is this the time they're going to settle down and not disappear and choose other people or do something easier or get in a connection that doesn't require them to be emotionally involved or emotionally attached? That's more than a superficial thing or connection. And there's clearly a third party for them too, or you were making a decision. So there was someone, they made a promise. They didn't want to get tied down or lose themselves because, for whatever reason, whether it was too soon for them, or they're just not that kind of person, or deep connections that require emotional maturity freak them out. And now you've kind of probably taken a turn. Like, you've probably gone out and you're doing options, and now they're like, wait, you're supposed to be with me, and I was gonna screw around until I was ready, and now you're doing things. And so if this person came back from the past for you, like it was like how your friends, family, and coworkers saw you, they're coming back because they're afraid like you're gonna dip out and get with somebody else now. So, they've wanted to reach out to you and they feel lost without you because you're emotionally grounded, you're emotionally mature. Okay. Um, they don't want you to be with somebody else. They made a promise to somebody else not to talk to you. But now it's like, did you leave me? Did you give up on us? But at the same time, they don't want to talk about it because it would require change and growth to be with you. And they know that. Let's see. Let's ask the romance angels what to do here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Romance angels. Oof, a lot. I'm sorry you're in a big old fat mess. Overall, and most significant things Cancer must know on this relationship. What are the overall and most Cancer know in regard to this relationship in spirit? What are the overall and most significant things Cancer must know To this relationship. Bottom of the deck, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So we got some feelings. Let's see. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments of this person's coming back. And you can decide if you want to forgive them or not. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right, so everybody's in a swirl in this situation. You're in a swirl, they're in a swirl. Everybody's got options, everybody's got things. So you have Spirit's permission to make a move to drive this forward if you desire. If you desire to forgive. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. All right. So we're going to have to get beyond this this behavior, right? Both of you, honestly. And if it really was them, I get it. But they're seeing you move on. Like I'm seeing you dating and you have options. And so that's what's freaking them out and causing them to come back. Okay. So we got to move more towards a little more maturity and emotional stability and having conversations, right? No dipping out. So, and this said, ask more questions. Cupid's arrow. Okay. The next card is happy outcome. Be confident. All right. Yeah, this is a good this will be good. Okay, so this one's Cupid's arrow, right? You and them are both probably could be in party mode right now. There is definitely passion there. All right. It's hot. They're healing their heart. Wedding rings or some type of higher level commitment could be on their mind. Really shocking to them and you possibly that they're in this love space. Expect a love call. If you guys want to run off on a trip together, go for it. So this really is good, despite the big fat emotional mess we got ourselves in here. If you can get past this and move into this, we should be good. All right, it's going to require asking more questions and having mature conversations. So we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are worth exploring. Okay, we've got to forgive and express our love and have heart-to-heart conversations. Be grown-ups. All right, we've got to be grown-ups here. All right. All right, so let's get our one single piece of advice to take with us throughout the rest of the week. So, what is one single piece of advice with them throughout the rest of this week? Please share with me. Most significant piece of advice to take with them. Spirit. Giving happiness. This is a sunflower card. And FYI, Leos are associated with the sun, so sunflower. Giving happiness. Happiness isn't something you get, it's something you give. So today's a great holiday just to reach out and message somebody and maybe set some sparks off. There's lots of drinking and sexy costumes today, right? So that's what I have for you this week, Cancer. Please help YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. You'll get more Cancer readings, and in turn, this very important love message will be sent to other Cancers. And of course, I'm nosy. So if you are like me and you have this kind of drama around you all the time, like me, I like not feeling alone. So I appreciate those messages. If you would like a personal reading with me, grab the email from below. We'll do a one-on-one Zoom just like this, and I can record it if you like, and you can keep it forever. Or if you'd like some more privacy, you can hit me up on psychicsource.com. I am Aurora there. My extension is 6150. You can do the phone, like chat, and they also have video. All right. That's what I got for you, Cancer. I'll see you next week.